don't think I'll ever go back to my kingdom.
Don't tell me you intend to abandon your kingdom, your throne, just because of a mere threat of war?
I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. What can I do when my kingdom is completely stampeded by the Afuros, Atokbis, and Ukokos, all combining forces to completely eliminate Imasa kingdom?
I blame you, my good friend. You should have come to me when the rains were merely drizzling. Now the torrents appear to have overwhelmed you.
My good friend Asari, you're always full of conditions.
Oh. I see you rather prefer to hand your land over to enemies.
I made a mistake.
Hope is a good thing, my friend. You know the Asaric army can easily march down to your kingdom and reclaim your land. I'm sure that's why you came to me.
I want back my kingdom. I want back my throne. But I hope I will have good, fair conditions to achieve that.
Oh well, I'm sure we can make these as fair to everyone as possible. Let's go in. Come.
Are you sure we should do this?
It's in our best interest.
I'm scared. What if something goes wrong?
There is nothing to fear. We lose nothing. Offering my protection to the Imasa kingdom should come with a more personal and emotional benefits than the mere acquisition of territories.
My king, you sound like you have all this schemed out, merely waiting for an opportunity.
My love, you know me well, that I feed on my chances. Look, this is another one of them, too great to allow slip through our fingers. Don't worry. Don't worry, okay?
He's still my child.
No! He's an imbecile! Look, we cannot afford to live with this weakness and liability. This now becomes our son. Love him as if he were.
Enough! What is going on here? Now, what might her crime be?
Insolence, Father. Insolence.
Now, be specific.
Father, you wouldn't ridicule me in the presence of all the mates for punishing my personal attendants, would you?
I demand for answers, Itoto. Just answers.
And what is the hula balu?
Mother, imagine Father castigating me for punishing my personal attendants.
Oh no, my king, you wouldn't. ABINA is the princess maid to deal with in whatever manner she wills.
Well, that has never been in doubt in this kingdom, has it? I'll just demand to know what the little girl has done to it. Well, whatever. I asked you a simple question.
fountain that you know would drown you? Huh?
And you, do you not know that it is an abomination for any maid to try and peep in through the windows of intellectual wisdom here?
I better have your ears. Please forgive me.
And you dare open your foul mouth?
And you listen to me. All you low-life things here. I can forgive other blunders, but not when a maid tries to steal intellectual wisdom in this kingdom here. Because such wisdom is preserved exclusively for the royal bloods here. Now, do you understand me? Do you understand that? You.
Your Highness, maids also have blood running in their veins just as we do.
Yes, but not royal bloods, Africa.
Regardless, that doesn't mean they must be maltreated.
Do you now accuse me of maltreating my own subjects in my kingdom?
You do know that I will always look at you and tell you the truth. I mean, what is so wrong with a young girl seeking for knowledge? Isn't that the reason why we prime our princess to upgrade her intellect?
I'm shocked. I am shocked that you speak such abomination. Now, do you not know that exposing maids to such intellectual wisdom is merely inviting rebellion into the kingdom? Don't you know that?
The greatest bait to rebellion is high-handedness and maltreatment. I fear resentment growing in the kingdom, my king.
Now, this conversation has turned boring and stale to me. Let it go.
Forgive my insensitivity, Your Highness. I beg to leave.
Wait. My son returns home today. I trust you can personally pick him up from the airport.
He would have landed in Imasa Airport if you had heeded my advice to build one. Imasa can more than afford one, you know.
Do you not think you are in position to tell me what to prioritize in my own kingdom?
My apologies, my king.
Sorry. I wish my mother was alive, so I can look her in the face and curse her for bringing me to this wicked world of slavery.
Don't talk like that, Abina. You hardly knew your parents. You don't even know the circumstances that led to their death.
I know the life. I know the condition in which I live today, Subi. The torture, the pains, the humiliation. No one deserves to be enslaved.
Abina! Are you alright? Did you see? See who?
The woman, smiling. She looked just like a ghost.
Oh my goodness. Abina, they have whipped your spirit to the border of the unpredictable. Abina!
She's too proud, arrogant, and very pompous like her mother.
Those are complimentary words, Anibo. The princess is wicked, devilish at heart. I hate all of them with passion.
Shh. I don't like the tone of our language. We better watch our tongues before...
Before what?
Before someone hears us. We are maids. And there's nothing we can do about it anyway.
I might not be able to do anything about my maiden status, but do not try to stifle me away from the little freedom I have to express my feelings.
Ignore her. She talks as if she's happy with the brutal manner ABINA was treated yesterday.
Oh no. Come on. I am not happy about it. I only admonish you be careful to avoid further troubles.
As if trouble has ever had the mind of its own to stray away from the palace.
No, now.
My princess.
You obviously have too much time to fritter away. Now come with me. I believe I have a place in the dungeon for you all. Nonsense.
You know the penalty for defying my words.
Have mercy, my king. I beg of you.
Mercy is a virtue that belongs only to the weak.
Wow, son.
Good to see you, Mom.
Fine,
Thank you.
God, my son. You're welcome. I missed you. I missed you.
What about Father?
Father is inside. At the back. He's waiting for you.
Oh, my prince. You are here already.
What's going on here?
A defiant scoundrel. Get me my blade. Look, I do not have eternity to live. Very soon, you will be faced with distractions such as this. You have to be decisive and firm.
Why is the palace ground so empty? Where's the welcoming party?
A pleasant sight, Your Highness. I sent them away to avoid any embarrassment.
Embarrassment? Now do not tell me that after so long a sojourn in the white man's hospital, my son has returned home the same?
His condition is seriously deteriorated. Yes.
Father, oh, are you okay? Huh?
Now that is not my son. That cannot be my son.
Obviously caused. I'm sorry for the slip of tongue.
Ah, Cousin Afua, Cousin Afua, why have you chosen to embarrass me? Why did you have to bring him back in the open daylight? You could have covered me. You could have saved me this embarrassment by bringing him back under the cover of the darkness.
I'm sorry, Your Highness.
Take him to the backwaters. Hide him there. No one must see him.
Yes,
nobody.
ABINA, you went to peep at him?
Yes.
Yay!
I wanted to see what's so special about the prince. We're all chased away from having a glimpse at him.
Yay!
So tell me, what does he look like? He must be very handsome.
Yeah, he is.
What? And why do you have tears in your eyes?
She's obviously in love. The prince must be overwhelmingly handsome to evoke such glistening flow of tears.
I can never understand the gods. There's nothing perfect about them. Is there?
Now you speak in your usual strange ways again.
I said she's lost in love.
A dream we all know the gods can never fulfill for any of us.
Wake up, ABINA. Wake up! A maid is not allowed to lust after a prince, else the gods strike you.
Excuse me.
Mom! Mom! Where is he?
Who?
My brother, the prince.
You have no brother. How often do I tell you that? Ichoto!
Isn't he back?
How often do I tell you you have no brother?
Oh, mother.
No vegetable shall share in the joint royal status as heir of Imasa Kingdom with my daughter. Conti is best remaining exactly the way he is. I forbid you going near that imbecile. Is that right?
This is very strange. Why would he choose to put up in the back house when there are so many luxuriant rooms in the main palace?
Are you sure he chose it? The rumor I hear says that he's not well.
What kind of talk is that? How can the king's son not be well?
Is he not human?
Oh.
Every living being does suffer from one ailment now or then.
True, but why so much secrecy surrounding his presence?
Perhaps I think you should take a stroll up to the king and ask him. Hey, Abina, wait. What is going on with the prince?
Is it true that the prince is sick?
Oh, you girls are at your gossip wit again, aren't you?
Why won't there be gossip where there are so many secrecy enveloping the prince?
Listen here, all of you. If the royalty chooses to keep the prince issue a secret, that is their private matter. All I know is a ball you desperately try to conceal with a cream will reveal itself when it has pus.
You know you're the only maid who happens to have seen him. We haven't. So please, tell us exactly what he looks like.
Subi.
Yes.
Train your eyes to be patient. That's the only way you can enjoy an enduring impact of a sight when it does come.
Enter.
My prince.
Ina?
Yes, my prince.
How are you?
I'm fine, my prince.
Good to see you.
Thank you. I have run your bath water and breakfast to be ready in a moment, my prince.
Thank you.
Will you be needing anything else, my prince?
Nothing. Thanks.
Yes, my prince. I haven't been feeling well lately, my prince. My monthly stream has refused to flow for some time now, my prince.
You are not telling me you are pregnant, are you?
You should be! Because that was not part of the plan.
I'm sorry, my prince.
Just go. We'll see how to handle it.
Yes, my prince. Your Majesty.
Maybe we have both forgotten something. Who are you?
I'm only but a maid, Your Majesty.
What is your duty in Asari Kingdom?
To attend to the prince's special need, to help him avoid distractions from unwelcomed ladies while he awaits the formal consummation of his engagement to the Princess of Imasa, Your Majesty.
Why then are you trying to lure him into getting emotional with you?
No, Your Majesty, I wouldn't dare contemplate such a thing.
Did you cleanse your womb the last time he consulted with you before leaving the kingdom?
I forgot, Your Majesty.
Oh no, you did not. You deliberately avoided taking your concussion. You know the penalty, don't you? Instant death.
Please, Your Majesty. Please have mercy.
I was never in support of this stupid arrangement. But my husband and King Karim thought it's the best way to hold down the prince's libido.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
My own son, the prince, heir apparent to the Asari kingdom, consulting with a mere maid. Take this. Drink it. You will never go anywhere near my son again. And if you dare defy me, I'll feed your flesh to the vultures. Stop scaring me, evil spirit.
Evil. Perhaps I merely present you with the perfect mirror of your image. How much more blood will Her Majesty drip through her hands before she feels she's had enough? The blood of unwanted pregnancy is of no significance to this kingdom. Perhaps the gods should busy themselves preventing such mistakes from happening, instead of waiting only to admonish when mortals take steps to correct what rightly is the duty of the gods. How conveniently mortal to blame the gods for man's deliberate atrocities.
If the gods are shy of blames, perhaps they should stop interfering with affairs of mortals.
Today's wisdom of mortals awaits to destroy the future. Just like the past creeps in, slowly, to catch up with today's judgment.
Those with clean hands have nothing to fear.
You are right. Those with clean hands have nothing to fear.
My princess.
Yes, mommy.
What might you be looking for at this desolate part of the palace?
Surely, it's not a crime to go see him.
And we are not going to be in loggerheads at this, are we?
Conti made this sick, mother. He's still my brother.
Step brother.
I only want to see him, mother.
Come here. Can't you understand what I'm trying to do for you? I'm trying to secure the entire Massa kingdom. Listen, Conti is your rival. The only thing standing on your way of inheriting everything.
Oh, mother, I'm just a woman. Princesses don't inherit kingdoms.
Oh my God. My daughter, you are so blind. So blind.
Then enlighten me, mother.
Listen, why do you think I have been grooming you specially for the Asari prince? Sooner, both kingdoms are going to be merged together. The prince is going to be the king and your husband as well.
That's the problem, mother. A total stranger shall become the king. Why, my brother...
I hate to think you've not been paying attention to my lessons all these years. I've been priming you to rule not only his heart, but both kingdoms.
Itoto.
Conti.
My sister. You look lovely.
Mom! His condition is badly deteriorated.
None of your making. Focus, Itoto.
You're supposed to get better and not worse.
Is you know anywhere Conti can get power to get better? Eh? Is you know? It's you know.
Come this way. Get back into your room. You're an appalling sight to the palace. Shh. Shh. Come on, let's get out of this place. Come on.
Fine. Very fine. All of this will be like my palace. No, kingdom. My kingdom. Palace and everything will be my way for the king. King. How can the country cannot be king? They say, country, don't you know you are sick? You want to be king?
It's me, Abina.
You scared me. What are you doing up and awake at this time of the night?
Nothing. Just go back to bed.
What's that?
Not a sound, please.
What is wrong with you? Eh? You are really out of your mind, Abina. You don't listen, do you? Eh? Oh my God, this girl. Do you want to get yourself killed? You know the king will have us hanged if this book is found here.
Subi, calm down. No one will ever find it. I need to learn all I can, Subi. This is my only chance for a little education. I suggest you do same. There's a lot to discover in the pages of this book.
The gods forbid. Count me out of your dangerous risk, ABINA. This is a wasted dream and you know it. There's very little you can achieve from stealing these books to read.
It is better than consigning myself to a world of nothingness. If you don't mind, I'd like to quickly get down on this. I need to sneak this book back to the princess's room. First thing in the morning.
I feel for you, ABINA. I really do. Please switch off the light when you're through.
We can't keep him here, my lord. His presence is causing terrible embarrassment to this kingdom.
Now then, to where do you suggest we banish him?
Anywhere. Just anywhere, I don't care. But not this palace.
But he is my son. He's my son.
Really? Have you forgotten the embarrassment you are to have if other neighboring kings hear that you have an imbecile son for an heir to your throne? Have you thought of the warmongers? Your war neighboring kings like the Afurus, Utopis, and Ukoko?
Stop. It's enough. Now you know better than to mention names of those monsters in my presence. Now, if what you're worried about is another invasion by any foreign land, no, it's not going to happen.
You trivialize on your sensitivity, my lord.
My dear, our daughter is about to be married to the son of the most fierce land in this province. Now that alone is enough security for a Masa kingdom.
Have you thought of the embarrassment this kingdom is going to be subjected to? I and my daughter cannot afford to be sniggered at by these indigents of the kingdom. Or is it the poking of their noses at us? My lord, it's a big shame.
Well, listen to me. Conti is my responsibility. It's our lot. So he stays there in hiding in this palace.
I don't want to hide no more. See, there is not enough air in that room. Look at this place. Don't you want to stay here?
No.
With everybody else?
No. You must not be seen out here in the open. You go to your room right now.
Why?
Because you are sort of embarrassment, that's why.
But don't you want to stay here and to discuss with my father?
Conti.
I'm not your father. And don't you ever mention that to me. Go to
Your Majesty, help me. Baby.
What has happened to your manners, Sariwa? You can't even show courtesy to your queen.
Oh, forgive me, Your Majesty. I greet you. But please help me. My baby is dying.
What is wrong with the child?
I don't know. She's been stooling all night. And her body temperature, it competes with the heat of the sun. Atakmo's herbs cannot even give relief. Help me, Your Majesty. Please, help me.
Why are you so callous, Sariwa? The hospital is where you should have taken this child to and not the palace. Certainly you have not mistaken the king to be a doctor.
Yes, Your Majesty, I know. But I don't have money for a hospital. My husband left us to the big city months ago. And things have become worse. There's so much hardship in the land, my queen.
Zip that uncouth mouth of yours before I get it permanently sealed. You dare accuse the royalties of not taking care of the citizens?
No, my queen. I never said so. I did not say so.
You did not have to say so. I can see through your heart.
Oh.
Get out of my sight before you incur my wrath.
Oh my goodness.
Get out of here.
Ow!
Get out! Get out before I ask one of these guys to throw you out.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Majesty, please.
I'm not allowed to keep money. I would have given you some. Yes, some grain. Sell it. Trade it. Whatever. It should be enough to get your child to the hospital. Rito.
Do you know you can get yourself killed if you're caught doing this, Abina? Do you know?
Your child will die by when we're done considering it. Let me worry about that, eh? Please, hurry.
Eh? My God will reward you. Strap her. Put her in my bag. Hurry. Hurry. God will bless you.
Hey. You two look like people caught in criminal acts. And you, woman, what's that on your head? I see. You're not only a rebel, Abina. You're also a thief!
No, my princess. Her child is dying. I was only trying to help.
One more conniving word from that stinking mouth of yours. I'll make sure I cut them off.
I beg you, my princess, please.
I didn't ask you to spit on me. You conniving rogue.
That was rude, my princess.
What did you just say?
You may be a princess, but striking an elderly innocent woman is not just disrespectful, but inhuman.
Abina.
No, someone has to tell her the truth. Royalty does not equate divinity.
It looks like that tongue of yours has become an overweight for you. Now you both, off to the palace.
You little wretch of a maid! You give me more trouble than 10 maids put together. Now, you know that no maid is allowed outside here without permission, let alone stealing.
I beg you, Your Highness. Please, let my life be the mortgage for the crime. Free the woman so she can get her child to the hospital. There's no time, my lord.
How dare you? How dare you try to influence my judgment? Obviously, the drumbeat of death is beating even more loudly in your ears.
Oh! My child is dead! My king! My child is dead! Oh! Oh!
There is always consequences for disobedience. Now that child will have still been alive if he had not joined the maids in this palace to loot the storehouse. Guards! Now take them away.
Please, Your Highness. Oh, please, Your Highness.
I want to be left alone now. Well, you do have the most discomforting times to appear, don't you?
You always have the most discomforting way of pulling me over, don't you?
But who are you? Who really are you?
I'm only known to those who deserve to know.
Well, judging by the frequency of your appearance, I must be deserving. Don't you think so? So tell me, who are you?
I'm only a reminder of your past. The dead child only adds to the memory.
King Asari, your husband, should be happy to welcome another addition to the royal family.
It's not that simple. My husband, King Asari, has been too preoccupied with your war and hardly have time for me since you arrived.
He hasn't slept with you for that long? Then we have a big problem in our hands. And there's only one thing to do.
I know.
And it has to be tonight. Then we have a big problem in our hands.
I know.
And it has to be this night. We should be more scared about your womb getting bigger. And King Asari, your husband, realizes he's not responsible for it. We have to do what we have to do.
Okay.
I demand to know right now, who are you? Tell me, who are you?
Where?
What?
Where is hospital?
Oh, this child.
Where is hospital? Where is hospital?
Why? 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 Why do you taunt me so in my thoughts and even in the physical? Why?
Your royal subjects cannot ask king for hospital. Even your son, Conti, cannot ask king for hospital. Why?
How dare you? How dare you stand before me with your melted brain and subject my state of affairs under scrutiny? How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Now, do you know how much of this kingdom's money I slip away into the foreign man's white man's hospital to take care of you and put you, keep you alive?
Come to ask one question.
No. No, just get out. Guards! Take him to
just to continue to believe your heart strong like iron. Your heart stronger than your mother's.
Don't dare you insult my mother and I. Every mate deserves her punishment.
Sorry. Sorry. Conti, very sorry. Your heart worse than your mother's.
My mother was right about you. You're worse than a no-good vegetable.
I didn't mean to insult you out there. I'm sorry.
Don't be. Princess should not apologize.
But you're the prince. I offended you.
Prince. Everybody say Conti is nothing but a vegetable.
No. No. I take that back. You're my brother. My only true friend. I actually regard you as my conscience.
Then why do you not listen to your conscience? Princess will have more friends if Princess would melt her heart a little. Let melt just a little.
You speak so much wise words, conflicting with your condition and my orientation. I often wonder if we are both of the same parentage.
If my words are so wise, then why do you ignore them?
Your words are too simple to be practical, brother. One day, I shall rule this kingdom.
I know. Conti is a vegetable. Conti cannot rule.
Please. Please. Forgive me for my insensitivity. Please.
No need to apologize, Princess. I need to apologize for what is not Princess' fault. But just know that you can only be queen. It is your king that will rule over your kingdom.
I wish someday you become the king, brother. I wish. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
It's rather unusual to see the great prince of Asari frightened.
I was not frightened, mother. It's in him. She's been acting strange lately.
Perhaps it's best for her to act strange than become too familiar. Anyway, your father is waiting to see you.
You summon my presence, Father.
Yes. Your mother has intimated me of the unpleasant development with your maid.
So, you know Mother?
Of course, my prince. It is my duty to know about everything that bothers on my prince's well-being.
I need to get this cleared quickly. Are you in any way developing emotional attachment to that girl?
Not in any way, Father.
Good. She was brought here only to assuage your libido. And nothing more. You should learn how to control that your wild libido. You have sown your wild oats. Enough!
The pregnancy?
That is an abomination that was not supposed to be.
I like to keep it.
My dear, there's nothing to keep. I already took care of it.
I will not allow such embarrassment to happen in this kingdom. Ahijo, I hope you understand.
Very well, Father.
Now that you have completed your education, I hope you are prepared to take your betrothed princess, Itutu, for a wife.
It's been a destiny designed for me from birth, Father. It's only that I find the tradition very intriguing. A girl I've never been allowed to set my eyes on.
Your mother here was a lovely sight to behold when she rounded her full circle. I couldn't have chosen a more lovely woman.
Don't worry, my son. You will love Itoto. I've seen her a couple of times. She's what you English learners will call a damsel.
I believe your mother. If there is any person that has eye for beauty, she is the one.
You also haven't seen her, Father?
Such is the ways of her ancestor's son. I learned she is about to complete her full circle. And you will meet her.
I can't wait.
There goes 1,000 generations of wisdom. I tell you. The destruction of a single knowledge is worse than the leveling of 1,000 cities.
So what awaits the fate of those prisoners now?
The king has ordered that they be hanged. It's a new decree, he said.
You know why the royals would rather stifle knowledge instead of build schools and encourage learning? Knowledge is power. They are afraid that the eyes and the hearts of the people will be enlightened to the injustices and captivity we all have been subjected to.
Tread softly, ABINA.
Look around you. Everything that is good can only be found in the palace and the homes of some favored chiefs.
ABINA.
I've read a lot, Anibo. There in this pile of flames are secret knowledge, documented for the uplift of mankind. I read of the French Revolution, how the people of France realized that the power to change things lied in their hands. The Russians, and also not too long in South Africa, the blacks took destiny in their hands and became free from those who were determined to hold them down in perpetual bondage.
Those were intelligent words, young lady. I hope I'm the only odd one that heard you.
I greet you, my chief. Pay no attention to me, please. Those were strange words from the mouth of a maid.
You cry for wisdom, huh? King acts stupid. Not so. Huh?
I never used such words against the king.
No. Don't fear. Books would have been good. Good for Conti. Good for a mass of people. Books good, better, I think. Never mind. Conti not supposed to think. Conti stupid.
Those are strong words. I doubt your father, the king, will be pleased to hear them.
Father. If there is father, Conti will be prince. No father. No father.
Conti, you're the king's first son, the prince, his heir.
wish I could dream my dream with as much passion as you dream for me. Wish.
Well, I'd like to go. We can't be sitting here by ourselves. I might get into trouble. Thanks for trying to help me the other day.
Wait! You fear too much, but strong mind. I can see why my sister hates you. Can't you see?
I don't think your sister particularly singles anyone out for her hatred. We're in no competition. Our status are different, with clear defined disparity.
Abina, so you're still here warming the bed while everyone is outside ready to welcome the Prince of Asari?
Why should I waste my time standing out there in the sun, waiting for who may eventually not show up? What's the guarantee that we won't be chased away like unwanted fleas when the prince steps out of one of those their oppressive luxury cars?
That is not your business, Abina. You know better than to question royalty.
Subi, being a maid doesn't make me less a human than the royals. I'm tired of this sickness.
Oh well, it baffles me why you choose to attract unnecessary punishment to yourself.
You also risk some punishment by remaining here to hold me in admonishment.
Yeah, I should know that. You are impossible.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Welcome, my prince. Your princess has been anxiously awaiting this visit.
I can't really wait to see her. Where is she?
The anxiety is unnecessary, my prince. You will soon see her. Come in, let's go inside. The king will soon get back to you, please. He's attending to some state matters.
Very well, Your Majesty.
Yes.
Greetings, Your Highness.
My good prince. I see you have freshened up nicely.
Yes, I have. Very well.
And how are you adjusting to our kingdom here?
It's pleasing to be here, Your Highness.
Very good. We are glad to have you here.
Thank you, Your Highness.
But I haven't seen the princess yet.
Oh, she's out on her evening stroll as usual.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
My dear, thank you.
Oh, on an evening stroll. You should not aware that her betrothed is here.
My lord, you know your daughter.
Well, send word and go fetch her immediately.
Who was that?
Who? Well,
never mind. I thought I sighted a figure up there.
Okay, I will.
And let's arrange for some refreshment for the prince. What? Quiet! Quiet! Your noise echoes through the palace. Quiet! You know better than to announce your presence in the palace, especially when I have guests.
He comes. And you give him my throne, father.
Oh, what's that? I forbid to call me that. I'm not your father. You are nothing. Nothing but a mistake from the growings of the lion.
I am your prince. I am your heir, father.
No. No. You are not my son. You are not my prince. You are not my heir. You are nothing but my mistake. You are nothing but my shame, my regret. You melted brain.
How dare you? I forbade you to come anywhere near me today, didn't I?
Forgive me, my princess. I'm on errand from your mother, the queen. Your father requests your presence at once.
What for?
The Prince of Asari is here to see you.
The prince. With all his qualification in the white man's university, he does not know how to properly woo a lady. Now go meet him. Tell him to seek me here, if he really came to see me. Go! Come back. Just forget it. Forget. Disappear from my sight!
Where is the princess? This is no time for you to test my patience, you silly worm.
The princess won't come, your majesty. She said the prince should come seek her at the stream.
My daughter will not say such abominable words. The princess will not dishonor her betrothed. Now go fetch her at once. Fast!
What again?
I got a slap for my troubles, my princess.
Did I just hear a taint of protest? Anyway, and what does he even look like?
I don't know.
Of course, a maid is never meant to know anything.
You mistake my courtesy for ignorance, my princess. Of a truth, the prince is really handsome.
So you even have the boldness to look at the prince's face with fearless gods. And you kneel here to boast about it.
My sighting the prince was merely an accident, my princess. I didn't know it would offend the princess to know that her prince is handsome.
Of course, the prince will look handsome to every maid.
One thing I'm sure the gods didn't make differently between the maids and the royals is sight, my princess.
You insolent twit of a slave!
I'm a maid, not a slave.
Stop it, Abina, before you get yourself into trouble.
Whoever gives her the right to think she can hate and not be hated back?
Oh, you want to dare the princess? You want to? Now, all of you drown her! Oh, you all want to be drowned in her place, right?
That's all you're good at. Hiding under the shadows of people to do your bidding. I dare you, princess. Drown a maid with your own hands, for once. It's just two of us here.
Does my prince desire anything?
Not at all, my queen. I'm not attracted by the sound of a lashing whip.
Oh, just a mate's misdemeanor.
Is that the princess?
Yes, sorting out some personal issues with her personal maid.
I think I'd love to see her.
No, it wouldn't be wise. She's going to be embarrassed with seeing her in such state. Can we go inside? She'll see you when she's in her princess mood.
As Her Majesty pleases.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sure she will soon be here, my lord.
Stop giving me such vague words. The earth is about to make its round, yet she's not here to receive her prince. Oh, I assure you, my dear, it's very unlike my daughter. Something doesn't add up here.
Let the prince retire to his room for a nice rest. It's been a long day.
Yes, I agree with that, son. I agree with that. You should go and have your rest. I assure you, you will see the princess in the morning.
It's okay, Your Majesty. I only hope the princess is not in trouble wherever she is.
I assure you, my daughter is fine wherever she is. I assure you that.
Good night, Your Majesty. Good night, Your Highness.
Good night, sleep tight.
Princess, your attitude today has been utterly despicable. You did not embarrass your father and I alone, but the entire Massa kingdom.
Mother, if the prince of Asari kingdom is a proper man, then he should know how to properly woo a woman. Not to summon me like one of his mates back home.
If you weren't my daughter and the princess, I would be tempted to say you were out of your mind.
That's it, Mother. I am the princess, deserving respect from even the prince of Asari kingdom.
Listen, my princess. Some things are best left as ordained. Royal engagements need no win for the bride-to-be. You were betrothed to the prince right from birth, and the God sanctioned it. His appearance here is just to complete the circle naturally.
Mother, I know what is meant to be. But no man will cheaply get me, even the prince of Asari kingdom. No man.
I knew those love story fairy tales you read from foreign books will someday brainwash you. I knew it. Listen, this is your own fairy tale. You better come back home. That prince you see, he is charming and handsome. A dream prince for any princess.
Mother. Tell me, what do you see in me whenever you look at me?
An elegant gazelle of beauty, with eyes that reach deep to charm the best of nature's sparkle.
That is why he has to sweat for all that. And that is what I desire from the prince of Asari kingdom.
Where do you think you are going? Don't you dare ignore me, you maggot! around the palace?
Is it your father's palace? It's my father's palace. You, go back to your father's palace. Go back. Your father's house. Go.
You idiot! What are you there looking at? Come right here, come and drag this worm out of here. Drag him into his room. Fast! Nonsense. Drag him! Come here!
Oh no, Conti. You know it melts my heart whenever I see you cry.
Your mother is a witch. She's a witch.
Don't worry. All will be fine, okay?
No, it won't be. If my mother was alive, she won't let him treat me like this. She won't. Tell me, why is Conti like this? Why is Conti imbecile?
I make no pretense to know the answer. Neither can I make it any easier.
I'm nothing bad. Mother says Conti can never be a man.
No, to me, you'll always be a man. And my brother.
You will marry him, won't you? The one that is to take over my kingdom. You will marry the one that is to take over my kingdom. You will marry him.
Your Highness?
Yes, my good prince. I insist you please exercise a little more patience. Your future queen will be here in due time.
I revere you, great king. I would have gladly granted your request if it were any other thing. But in the present circumstance, prolonging my stay in the Massa Kingdom is simply encouraging further insult. I'm sorry, I have to go home.
Well, I cannot fault you on that, my son. But let me assure you this. Your future queen will come down to you, wherever you are, in repentance.
I have no doubt, Your Highness.
Very well then. And please, give my regards to your lovely parents.
They will hear.
Go well, my son.
Thank you, Your Highness.
meaning of this?
It's the king's order, my princess. You're not allowed to leave the confines of this palace.
That's ridiculous. My father wouldn't give such an instruction. Now get out of my way before you get into serious trouble.
I'd rather incur your own wrath than that of the king, my princess.
You'll be sorry for this.
You should know better than to show your face in my presence. After all that embarrassment you brought on me and the land.
Now, if anyone is to be punished, it should be you.
But father...
Quiet. And go right now to your chambers until I determine what deserving punishment to give you.
Mother, please talk to father. I haven't done anything wrong to deserve any punishment.
You deserve more than punishment, Itoto. Pray that the prince finds it in his heart to forgive you.
What insolence. Now, you sit your daughter down and talk to her, because I will not condone such embarrassment in this kingdom. Do you understand me?
Maybe I took it a little too far. But I have the right to demand I be respected. I can't allow father humiliate me any further. I need to quickly find a distraction to take his attention away from me. There has to be something. Yes.
Prince. I'm fine, my prince. I thought you had lost all interest in me, my prince.
What exists between us is supposed to be devoid of interest.
I have never lost sight of that, my prince. I am satisfied that something does exist between us.
My groin aches for your massage in him.
I never placed this ban on myself, my prince. I wish my master knows how much I crave for his touch again.
Then let's go to my chambers.
Mate, I'm not allowed to express their true feelings.
I assume my words were clear enough, maid.
Yes, yes, your majesty. Very clear.
I summoned her presence, mother. And I'm sure you will be miffed to hear that an ordinary maid flaunted my honor.
This is the last time I'll warn you. Now! You shouldn't be here. We made it clear that you stop consulting with that maid.
My youthful eruptions cannot be put under forever, mother. Give me another, then I'll stop seeing her.
Stop it. Patience and self-control are virtues of great men. You only have to wait a little longer for your princess.
The princess made it clear that she's not ready for me yet. It's not that I don't know how to go about assuaging my desires. It's just that I hate to disrespect father by going out of his arrangement.
Maybe the princess was right after all. You really do need to prove yourself a real man.
heart has long been beating its drum for you. And you have finally danced up to it. Now, you, Caesar. Nice job. Like I promised you, you'll be rewarded for this.
Now, how stubborn can a maid get? How stubborn?
I have no regret for seeking that which is wise, my king.
Oh, you wretch. You little insignificant fool. Now, I've heard of your attempts. I heard all the attempts you've been trying to make to get all these other maids to revolt against the royalty. Now, do you think that flipping through few pages of misguided thoughts can give you access to the wisdom for your little mind? You idiot!
I can sense the dragon of fear wrenching your heart, my king. You are desperate to lock knowledge from your subjects because you dread they would discover that power truly lies in the people and not the throne. I would rather die than deny this little knowledge of that which I have discovered in me.
You wretch! With your mouth, you pronounce judgment on yourself. Now, take her away. She dies by hanging. And this should serve as the utmost lesson to the rest of you. And any one of you who might want to tread on a path. Let it be a lesson for you.
Power belongs to the people.
Take her away!
No man deserves to be a slave. Power belongs to the people, and no one deserves to be a slave.
Get out of my sight, all of you. Get out of my sight. And that will serve as a deterrent to anyone who wants to misbehave in this kingdom.
Of course.
And you have to watch these maids. Tell Chief Maid to be very vigilant. And I will not condone a culture where maids have been excessively stubborn. I will not. Good. 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 Now, my princess.
Father, I believe I've earned your forgiveness.
Your forgiveness lies in the land of Azari, my dear. You have to go there and apologize. The celebration of reunion comes close.
Father, I can only go to Asari Kingdom on one condition.
No, my dear. You are in no position to give conditions there, my dear. No.
Then there'll be no union between the Prince of Asari Kingdom and I, Father.
Come back here, Itoto! I cannot understand where you got this stubborn spirit.
Mother, the world is changing. The Prince of Asari Kingdom must have to cut me for at least 1 year. Please, Father, please. I don't want to regret something for the rest of my life. Please.
All right then. But whatever you have to do must happen in the land of the Azaris. You must go there. You travel there and apologize to the prince. That young man deserves much more respect than you accord him. Now, prepare her for the trip first thing in the morning.
I will.
Good.
Don't panic. I went to check on you.
Me too.
Then let's go back.
No, my prince. Your mother is awake.
You're hot then?
My prince, the night is no longer safe for us. The queen is suspicious already.
She won't find us.
Please exercise a little patience. The night is no longer safe for us. Your mother is suspicious already. Please.
I leave my daughter in your care for this trip. I could trust no other one, Afako.
I am honored, Your Highness.
I will explain the situation to my good friend when you get there.
Yes, certainly I will. Yeah. The journey is very long. We better start going.
Go where, my daughter?
Inem, what was that for?
I heard she will soon be here.
Who?
Your princess.
I guess it's time.
Time for what, my prince?
This is beyond you, my dear.
Prince, are you going to leave me like this?
No. I'll see you tonight.
So even the royals are scared of their own ghost. Well, it's me, still in flesh and blood.
What's going on there, Chief? I thought she's dead.
Looks like a ghost has finally caught up with someone.
What's going on here, Chief Afako?
You are so unpopular among your mates and the people of Imasaland. Believe me, no one will ever miss you.
But I sworn with anything that you ain't capable of betraying my father.
You don't know anything about betrayal, you little brat. Your father betrayed the people of the land when he bought over the Council of Kingmakers to impose your father on a throne that rightfully belongs to me. Kill her!
No! Please, that was a part of the plan.
I have nothing else to discuss with you other than the fact that I prayed the king hangs me to spare her life.
You're a good man. Don't do this. Don't let the blood of the princess be on your hand, please.
I thought you hated the princess.
No, not to death. I don't want her blood on my hands, please.
It takes a sacrifice of blood to cleanse a land so polluted as hers. That's the wisdom I thought you ought to have found on those pages of books you've read.
Please. Please.
Kill her!
On your conscience.
I thought you hated her.
Not to death.